Hello, Morongo Basin, and listeners around the world online at Z107.7 FM.com. Here is the Z107.7 Local News for Friday, March 13th, 2026. A 29 Palms man was arrested on suspicion of charges related to the possession of child sex abuse material and images. On Tuesday at around 11 p.m., San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputies contacted Vincent Tejon, a 21-year-old, in the 400 block of Lear Avenue in 29 Palms. Tejon was the subject of an investigation into possession of child sexual abuse material. He was taken into custody at the scene. The Sheriff's Department declined to provide further information on the arrest, saying, quote, "It is currently under investigation through our Crimes Against Children Department." Vincent Tejon was arrested on 3 counts of possession of obscene materials featuring a minor under the age of 12. He is being held at the West Valley Detention Center on $50,000 bail. The intersection of Yucca Mesa Road and Buena Vista Drive is fully closed due to ongoing construction and repairs to the intersection. The town of Yucca Valley closed the intersection yesterday. It will remain closed through Saturday. Town officials ask drivers to plan ahead and use Old Woman Springs Road as an alternate route and follow detour signs during the closure period. Visit 29 Palms is accepting applications for funding for events happening in 29 Palms for the second half of the year. Visit 29 Palms provides financial support to events and programming that will bring tourism to 29 Palms. The program is put together by the City of 29 Palms and their Tourism Improvement District, which hopes to support what they call bold and creative events that showcase the city's unique character while attracting overnight visitors. Visit 29 Palms offers sponsorships of between $100 to $3,000 for events and grants for events between $3,000 and $20,000. They are accepting grants for events planned for July 1st through December 31st of 2026. Event producers interested in hosting events in 29 Palms are invited to attend an informational workshop. To learn more about the sponsorship and event program, the workshop is happening today at the City of 29 Palms Visitor Center at 4 p.m. Visit 29 Palms staff and members of the TBIT Advisory Board will be there to provide an overview of the program's goals, funding opportunities, and application requirements. That's happening today at 4 p.m. If you are interested in applying for a Visit 29 Palms grant, the application period is open now. For full program details, including guidelines, eligibility criteria, and online application forms, you can use a link at this story at Z107.7 FM.com. Can you spell words with the best of them? Today is the final day to apply for the Friends of the Morongo Basin Library's annual Spellathon. The fundraiser pits teams of spellers against one another until the best spellers in the Morongo Basin are revealed. There's still room for teams to sign up for the event, which will be held on the morning of March 21st. All money raised from the Spellathon will go towards funding programs for the 3 Morongo Basin Library branches. You can register at yuccavalleyfol.org until 4 p.m. today. The event is happening on March 21st, so come out and see some excellent spelling, and it's not too late to sponsor a team. Homestead Valley Park in Landers is hosting a cleanup tomorrow. They'll be accepting tires and household trash, along with a lot more. Annalise Kuiper has more information on that more.
Landers is getting ready to hold a huge community cleanup this Saturday, March 14th. There are a lot of old, used tires around, especially after King of the Hammers, and they need to be safely disposed of. On Saturday, March 14th, 2026, San Bernardino County and Burtec Trash Disposal will have big dumpsters lined up at Homestead Valley Park, 1501 Belfield Boulevard in Landers, ready for residents to bring their tires, household and yard trash, as well as e-waste. From 8 a.m. to noon, Homestead Valley Park will be bustling with disposal activity, so you are advised to arrive early. Tires may now be dropped off before Saturday if you want to get a head start on your dumping day, but please note that only 9 tires per load will be permitted. Tires on rims will be accepted too. Also, several old mattresses have been dumped on the side of the road, so please bring those to the big cleanup on Saturday too. Commercial or industrial waste will not be accepted, and hazardous waste such as paint, motor oil, and batteries will not be permitted either. These community cleanups are a great way for you to dispose of any unwanted items from your home and your property. If you own a truck or trailer, your volunteer services would be very much appreciated on March 14th or before, as you can help neighbors get their items down to the Homestead Valley Park for disposal. Do you have questions about this event? Contact Land Use Services at 909-383-2133. Reporting for Z107.7 News, I'm Annalise Kuiper.
The Morongo Valley Fire Department is hosting a free pancake breakfast tomorrow morning. Put on in association with the Morongo Valley Community Services District, the free pancake breakfast will feature a St. Patrick's Day craft table, tours of the fire station, and photos with Sparky the Fire Dog, who has been representing the National Fire Protection Association. You'll also have a chance to meet and mingle with members of the Morongo Valley Fire Department who risk their lives every day to keep the community safe. The pancake breakfast is happening tomorrow morning, beginning at 9 a.m. and running into 11 a.m. at Fire Station 461, located at 11207 Ocotillo Street in Morongo Valley. The City of 29 Palms Youth Council is hosting a community food drive tomorrow morning. Youth Council members will be on site collecting non-perishable food items to help stock the pantry and support local families in need. It's happening at the 29 Palms Grocery Outlet. Community members are encouraged to stop by and donate while doing their weekend shopping. Their most needed items include canned goods, pasta, rice, cereal, mac and cheese, peanut butter, and jelly. This marks the second year the 29 Palms Youth Council has organized a food drive for Feed 29, building on last year's successful community effort. The food drive is happening tomorrow from 8:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. outside Grocery Outlet in 29 Palms. Tomorrow at Desert General in 29 Palms, photographer and writer Josh Jackson joins public lands advocate Alicia Pike to discuss the enduring wild, Jackson's journey across 41 of California's most striking landscapes. Reporter Gabriel Hart takes a closer look at Jackson and Pike and what the enduring wild offers.
Josh Jackson is a photographer and writer whose work explores the relationship between people and wild landscapes. His book, The Enduring Wild, documents a multi-year journey across California's protected lands, combining visual storytelling with reflections on conservation and public access. Jackson will be in live discussion with public lands advocate and conservation professional Alicia Pike, whose work focuses on protecting access to America's natural landscapes. Through policy, education, and community engagement, she has helped bring attention to the importance of preserving shared natural heritage for future generations. Their discussion will reflect on the meaning of public lands in the American imagination, how access, stewardship, and responsibility intersect in a time when natural spaces face increasing pressure. Together, they'll explore how storytelling, photography, and advocacy shape our understanding of preservation and belonging, offering a thoughtful meditation on the role of narrative in protecting the landscapes that define the American West. Following the event, Josh Jackson's book, The Enduring Wild, will be available for purchase and signing. The event is free, open to the public, and starts at 3 p.m. this Saturday at Desert General, located at 6427 Mesquite Road in 29 Palms, next to Kitchen in the Desert. Reporting for Z107.7 News, I'm Gabriel Hart.
And finally, Boxo Projects is hosting an open studio and artist talk tomorrow with their current resident artist, Lisa Lidgren Alexanderson. She is a Swedish-born, Seattle-based artist working across weaving, painting, and drawing. The artist used her time at the Boxo residency to develop work that explores painting and weaving through the desert landscape. Her process in the desert veered toward linen and cotton work, and she will explain her experience and that shift in her work as part of the talk. The event is happening at Boxo Projects tomorrow at 3 p.m. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. If you hear about news happening, let us know. Email us at tips@z1077fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm News Director Jeff Harmatz.